welcome back to my little film and TV channel. Hope you're all staying safe and well. Got a movie review today. If you enjoy what you see, I try and inform and entertain. Please push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications when you know these vlogs are coming out. And guys, and give us a little thumbs up. You make an old film watcher, TV drama watcher very, very happy. Yes, this is a $90 million budget. And it's an animation, yes. So they do cost a lot of money, don't they? That's 90 million. It's one of the biggest since COVID, I think. There's been one or two a lot bigger, but yeah, that's up there. And we're going to look at DC League of Super Pets, a PG rating, an hour and 45 minutes. Yeah, you know me, family films, hour and 45. Even big budget films at that time sometimes struggle for me. Anyway, we're going to have a look at this. This is out to buy. I'll give you the prices later. This is out to buy on October the 10th, 2022. It's a computer-animated superhero comedy film. All of them based on the DC Comics superhero team, of course, Legion of Super Pets. Directed by Jared Stern, who co-wrote the script with John Whittington. Yeah, the public seem to like it. Yeah, and not 100% the critics, but the public do. Rotten Tomato audience, 87% positivity and a score of 4.4 out of 5. So that equates to what? My wonderful maths, 8.8 out of 10. And they go on to say in the consensus on Rotten Tomatoes, some of the humour might be too adult for very young viewers, but DC League of Super Pets is a cute and colourful good time for older kids and their parents. Yeah, colourful, yes. Humour, for me personally, a bit hit and miss, so I might have missed some of it, I don't know. Internet Movie Database, Joe Public, what are they thinking? Well, 7.9 out of 10, so that's not half bad, is it? There's a lot of reviews as well. A lot of 10 out of 10s is into the thousands, so I've ignored them anyway. But we still get 21,997 people scored between 6 and 9, and just 878 scored between 2 and 5. So overall, a 96% positivity. So the public seem to like it. I probably like it a little bit less than the public seem to do. It stars the voices of Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart, Kate McKinnon, John Krasinski, Vanessa Bayer, Natasha Lyonne, Diego Luna, Mark Maron, Keanu Reeves, Ben Schwartz, and Thomas Middleditch. And it was animated by Animal Logic. And it tells the story, as you'd expect, of Superman's pet dog. He's the main guy in this, Krypto, and shelter dog Ace, who work with other animals to rescue the captured superheroes from Lex Luthor. So, yeah, an interesting storyline. Did it fill an hour and 45? Well, we'll talk about that. This was released in the US on the 29th of July 2022 and worldwide as well. So, as I said, it's out to buy soon. Rotten Tomatoes. The critics, what do they think? Well, Rotten Tomatoes, the critics, well, they're reasonably happy. 73% positivity of the 128 critics, and an average rating of 6.4 out of 10. So, yeah, comfortable, not bad. 93 fresh and 35 rotten. So, a fair sprinkling of rotten, though. I mean, almost 3-1, wasn't it? The website's critical consensus for the critics reads, although it never quite soars, DC League of Super Pets is a more than satisfactory diversion for families in search of four-legged fun. Yeah, okay. Metacritic, the other critic site we look at, not quite as enthused as Rotten Tomatoes. Their average is just 56 out of 100. That's based on 28 critics, so not as many, but a lot of the scores are around the 40 mark, and it ranges from 40 out of 100 to, yes, an 83 out of 100. So what about the people themselves? What about the critics by name? Let's name and shame a couple of them, eh? That's all, or not, depending on how you feel yourself. Wendy Hyde, she was rotten on this. She's from The Observer here in the UK, Wendy. It's formulaic, uninspired stuff, an artless, mirthless mess that leans heavily on the familiarity of the characters, Batman, Wonder Woman and others cameo, whilst also undermining the integrity of the DC universe. There you go. So Wendy's not messed about there. I'm not sure of it undermining the integrity of the cartoon. Do you? Is it going to undermine the integrity of the universe? In fact, the human superheroes were most appealing to me in the actual animation itself. Yeah, but it could have been a lot better for $90 million, whatever it costs to spend. But yeah, integrity, come on, I think you're pushing it just a little bit there. Clarice Luffrey, we love Clarice, don't we? It's just the name. Independent UK, she said she didn't like either. The film is desperately craving an angle, one that certainly can't be fulfilled by the fact all the pet ownership jokes have been used up by the Secret Life of Pets series. Yeah, I think this had an option to be bolder and something like the Secret Life of Pets series, to be honest with you, but it didn't quite hit it off for me. But we do have fresh. We do have fresh. Of course we do. On Rotten Tomatoes, Neil Minow for RogerEbert.com. He said, a high concept animated film about animals with superpowers is brought to vibrant, endearing life by the superpowers behind the scenes, lively voice talent from an all-star cast, and a script that is smart, exciting, and very funny. Right, yeah. Okay. Excellent voice cast. Yeah, but I don't think the animations lived up to the voice cast. That's for sure. Smart, exciting, very funny script. Yeah, the jury's out on that one for me. Adrian Horton, he liked it as well. He's from The Guardian here in the UK. He said the Super Pets aren't the most witty or cutting bunch, you can say that again, and no doubt destined to be plush toys on store shelves soon. Par for the course. But there's little reason to resist the cute. Okay, but an hour and 45 minutes of cute. It's like you're looking at a cute kitten on your phone. You swipe onto the next thing after five seconds. So yeah, an hour and 45 minutes of cute doesn't really work. And onto the AV Club. Yes, he was writing for Metascore. He gave it 83 out of 100. He liked it, of course, that sort of score. He said, co-writing with John Whittington, director Jared Stern pulls off a near impossible feat, creating a film that's great for kids, entertaining for pretty much any adult taking kids to the theatre, and close to perfect for those parents out there who also happen to be massive DC fans. Well, I'm not massive. I'm a big DC fan. I always like DC, but yeah, I think the kids will get a bit bored, AV Club, and I think the older watchers might have time for a snooze or do other things, might be the best way. Empire's John Nugent, though, a lot of respect for Empire, of course, 40 out of 100. He said, despite a fun voice cast, this is lazy effort that squanders its characters and will likely bore anyone over the age of 10. I'm leaning more towards that, guys, in all fairness. I have to agree with John. I wanted to like this. I sort of forced myself to like this. And my little thoughts. It was a nice start, but I think the first 15, 20 minutes was fine. But then it all got a little bit long-winded and uninteresting. And I think the biggest problem overall is knowing that the runtime was an hour and 45. And I just started to glaze over, I think. It's definitely 25 minutes, 30 minutes too long. It's just too long for what it is. A lot of money spent, of course, isn't it? There's a lot of money spent like that. They probably have to justify it on screen and have a long length, a feature length. But no, it's not enough in it. Not enough in it to do that. As I said earlier, I enjoyed the human cartoon characters, Batman and Wonder Woman and Green Lantern and all that lot. Aquaman, more than the animals. And that was because I didn't particularly invest in any of the animal characters, apart from Krypto. Krypto's fine, I like Krypto, he's okay, but just the others, I just struggled. Ace, etc., and all the other guinea pigs and the whatever, every squirrels or whatever there was in it. Yeah, there was even a super powered tortoise, which should be fun, but even that didn't really do much for me. So yeah, as I said, I just didn't really invest as a grown up. Yeah, if I took the kids, as I said, I don't think this review would have changed much, but at least I would have been able to gauge what the kids thought. For me, it was okay for the most part. A little boring for older watchers. I don't think it was particularly funny. I don't think the humour was great. And also far too young for younger viewers. So there's probably there's a group in the middle probably might like it a little bit, but we're getting a small catchment area, aren't we? So I'm going to give it a score. I am going to give it a score, so it thoroughly deserves a score. And I was going to give it 6, but I thought, no, I didn't. If it had been, say, 20 minutes less, I might give it a 6. But I'm sorry, after that first 15, 20 minutes, as I said, I just glazed over, got a bit tired with it as an adult watching it. And I say, it's not aimed at me, but adults have to take the kids and grandkids to watch these things. So I think it's important to look at it from an adult's point of view as well. So I'm going to give it a 5.5, which is my splinters in the bum score, which says I'm sat on the fence with this one. Certainly won't put anyone off watching it, and a lot of people, as you can see from those public scores, like it a lot. And I'm generally in the minority. There's a lot of people that agree with me, but generally in the minority. So you're going to have a look yourself, guys, with this one. But I was expecting a bit more than what we got. And as I say, I was immediately put off by the length, 1 hour and 45, and I think I was quite right to be put off because I just don't think there's enough in it to warrant being 1 hour and 45. And perfectly, if you like, it's out to buy in October the 10th, $9.99 on DVD and $14.99 on Blu-ray. And I say perfectly because this would be better watched in 2 or 3 sittings with younger kids because you might get bored, have a stop, do something else, go back and watch a bit more of that. And that's ideal on DVD and Blu-ray. You can't do that in the cinema, obviously, but on Blu-ray, that's ideal on DVD or Blu-ray. So that's why I like that. So that's probably better done like that. Let me know what you think, guys. Anyway, if you've watched this already, a lot of people, I'm reviewing this fairly late. I've only just really got access to it. Let me know what you think. I'd be really interested, or let me know what you think about this film or anything else. Just put your comments there and try and answer all of them. Thanks for watching, guys. Please, until we meet again, stay safe, everyone. Bye for now.